Ivan Henriques is a Brazilian artist working on multimedia and site-specific installations, and he's also co-founder of the Experimental Multidisciplinary Autonomous Group, which is an artist-led group that focuses on the exploration of the city of Rio de Janeiro and its environment. Currently, Ivan is based in the Netherlands. He's taking a Master Art Science in The Hague, which also brought out the opportunity for us to work with him here. And as part of his master, he started up a collaboration with Bert van Duijn of Leiden University, who is also present here, I think, who introduced him to the world of plant communication, and more specifically to the action potential that plants have. And we'll hear more about that from Ivan. In his summer sessions project called Action Plant, he brings together the science of plant communication with his deep concerns regarding the deforestation of Amazonia. Ivan?
Hello, good evening. First of all, I'd like to thank some people here. First, V2, and then Hortus Botanicus from Leinden, and also Professor Bert van Duijn, who's somewhere here, and Joachim Rotveld, who also helped me to develop this machine. So the two arms of the idea of this project is to empower the plants and also to interface it with use the machine as an interface for the plant, right? So well, all this idea came, as Michel said, about Amazonia, but it's mainly about the tropical forest, about deforestation of tropical forests, and how we could give power to the plants to get away from their aggressor or even fight against them. So one of the research that I've been doing is like we have like several international companies or biopolitical powers in tropical forests, and how so instead of criticizing these companies, I decided to create a solution. So the solution would give movement to the plants, right? And then also another part of the research that I've been doing with Professor Bert is the action potential, which is the technique that we are using. Well, we start to make a research also here in V2 to get the signal, because the action potential is actually like the signal that travels inside of the plant. So if the plant is hurt or something else happened with the plant, we can measure it, and then from this would be the startup for this machine, right? But for this project, as we've been developing this research, and then we found out that the action potential itself, it takes much longer time, as it is an interactive piece. It takes much more time for the reaction, and then we decided to use another technique, which is an antenna, but it also works, it's connected with the machine. And yeah, I think that's it.
Can we see it at work?
Yeah, let's try. I hope it works. Maybe this one. Come on, move.
You were saying before that it was asleep, right?
Yeah, the plant, like now you can see all the leaves are closed. Yeah, and then we try to, it's not working. It was working. Well, we can try another technique. No, maybe someone else would like to try. Yeah, we can restart maybe.
I think you do a good job at the tension build-up.
Yes. Well, it's completely unstable, right? It's a plant and it's also a machine.
Okay, but while Stan is restarting it, can you also tell us a little bit more about your choice of plant?
Yeah, this plant, for example, it's Mimosa pudica, and also, like I was trying to make a relation with the movement. So when you touch the plant moves, and then it was making a reaction as a movement, like to make one movement to become another one. And yeah, well, I think it's shy. because in the other presentation it worked, but yeah.
I've seen it work all afternoon. Is there a question?
Yeah, it's also another idea. Try Marcus. Yeah, it's not working.
Turn off the lights and let it sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a bit surprised because like it was working until yesterday. Then today we decided to make the plant to let the plant rest because. Well,
okay, but we can ask Stan to maybe have a look under the hood after we close up, and
sure.
When people want to try, they can see it work later on.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and then we go into the questions for now, if there are any. Can we have a microphone here? Sorry. It's for the people watching the stream.
I was even talking with you a bit earlier. I was thinking to make more machines and make more biotics, to make this kind of connection with the nature and the machines, which I think is that the future of the nature is engineering, right? So if we could, I don't know, I was reading a book, and then this book was about environment and self-sustainability. And if we could make all our environment with the natural resources for our own living. So we have water, we have wind. Why not plants?
I remember when we started the project, the one of the first things we started discussing was that it's actually unfair that the plants were not able to use the same technology as we humans do, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Are there any more questions from the audience? There's two. Melissa first, and you.
Hi. Do you see plants collaborating with each other in the future?
Yes. I was reading a newspaper, and then it was telling about like when an insect is eating a plant, it leaves some smell in the air, and this smell attracts another insects. That this first insect eats the other one. So then it's like a cycle. But the plants themselves, I think they if they have a memory, and if I don't know, it's this research about the action potential is exactly like the nervous system that is inside of the plant. So nervous system, you can transfer it into like memory, and if the plants have a memory, what would be I don't know what would be their relation with each other.
Okay,
yeah.
Thank you.
Another question over here, but maybe we can pass the microphone first, so that the online viewers can also hear us.
Yeah, thanks. So while the plant is asleep currently, maybe you can explain what it does while it's awake. So
this plant, I don't know if you know, is called Mimosa pudica, right? And the plant. When you touch the leaves close. So it's like a water system inside of the plants that makes this movement of the plant. And it's also a protection for it. So it closes. Yeah.
I think the question also refers to what this plant does when it's awake.
When it's awake? It's a plant. But what happens with this work when the plant is awake? Okay. When it's awake, you touch the plant, you touch the leaves, and then the movement of the leaves trigger the movement of the machine. So it's like an hybrid.
So it moves around the whole object?
No. Like the leaves, they close by themselves, right? And then it triggers the movement of the machine, and the machine would walk.
Right. Okay.
Here. Wow.
Sorry?
It would be nice if it. Yeah, it runs away or go towards you or whatever. It's like we did a random programming, like a blind programming for this.
It really doesn't want to do it, right?
It's a pity that it's not working. Yes, Michelle. Yeah.
You have to know how to touch a plant, right?
Exactly. Okay. I've been so much.
Okay, are there any more questions for Ivan? No? Then thank you, Ivan, for showing this work to us.